Okay, the floor is open for questions from media.
Chatri, some crazy finishes there on the MMA fights. First of all, though, I just want to ask, do you have an update on Joshua Pasio's condition after that scary ending to his fight?
The latest prognosis is that he's 100% fine. I think his neck is sprained. But yeah, I agree with you. We've had thousands of fights, and to have an illegal spike like that, it's I was very upset.
Jared seemed to be protesting it, that Joshua held on to Kimura, I think, and posted. Did Jared have any?
No, Jared, he's a world-class wrestler. That was a dump on the head. Illegal, 100% illegal.
So if Joshua is fine, are we going to have the trilogy then? And where would you want to do it?
I haven't thought that far, to be honest. Like, what I care about most right now is Joshua. It recovers 100%. The latest prognosis is that he is fine. That's obviously he's doing a battery test right now, and we'll stay in the hospital overnight.
Well, let's talk about Tang Kai. Brilliant finish from him, but 2 yellow cards each as well, and Arjan got a red card, and then I think there were 8 cards in total. Is that frustrating? Were you looking for more activity tonight?
Yeah, when you look at the first fight, Tang Kai versus Tanlei was one of the most exciting fights. I mean, he was an all-out barn burner, and we were expecting the same thing. And I think both fighters, because they have a lot of respect for each other, but they both have one-punch KO power. So I think what happened was they experienced the firefight, the first fight, and they came out very, very cautious. But as for Arjun versus Alekbari, there's just no excuse. What Arjun did is unacceptable at one championship. That's the first time in the history of the company, of the organization, that we've ever issued a red card on timidity. The first time ever. He didn't want to fight. And if you don't want to fight, then why are you a professional fighter? And you definitely don't belong at the top of the world in the pinnacle of martial arts. I was deeply disappointed in Arjun. And I think he let down India. India will no longer look at him as a hero.
Well, with that being said, does Amir Alekbari get a title shot off that win? Totally.
I haven't thought that far. Anatoly just lost, I think, 25 kg of muscle to come down, and that's pretty impressive. So,
with the cards, is that you instructing referees, or the referees giving a card on their own volition, or the people?
No, the referees know when they're supposed to. When there's no action or when the action, etc.
Well, are you happy with Tang Kai's finish though after that?
Yeah, I mean, I was obviously one champion has almost a 70% finish rate, which is the highest in the world amongst the 2 global organizations, UFC and ONE, and I think UFC's finish rate is 38% or something. So obviously, I love when fighters finish. That's definitely, and that's the hallmark of one championship. Not only having the very best of the best martial artists on the planet across disciplines, but everyone comes to finish.
Yeah, in hindsight, do you wish? I think you talked about it at the press conference before that you should have brought some more Thai, maybe Boateng. Is that something you'd like to do? Come back to Qatar, maybe a couple of more Thai title fights, kickboxing fight?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think it's no question that one has the best strikers on the planet, and in hindsight, we should have brought a Rotang or a Tawan Chai here, or a Haggerty, right? Yeah, for sure.
Thank you.
It's Mahmoud from Venezuela. My question is to Tang Kai. 我想说恭喜，我想问你，上比赛
for the win, and also this time you technical knockout Tang Li. So what's the difference between this fight and the last fight?
谢谢你兄弟。这场比赛跟上一场比赛最大的不一样就是我 KO 获胜，成功卫冕金腰带。首先我要感谢国家，还有感谢我的粉丝。第一场比赛对我来说压力确实很大，但是这场比赛我已经拿到了金腰带，这场比赛我只是证明自己，我可以赢他第一次，就可以赢他第二次。
The biggest difference is I knocked him out. And secondly, I want to thank my fellow hometown country, China, and thanks for all the fans to support me. First time I got a tremendous pressure because I was challenging Tang Li, but this time I'm the champion. I just come here to prove I'm the real champion, so I have no pressure. I prove myself a real champion.
我的第二个问题是，你对支持你的 Qatar 粉丝，你有什么话要给他们说？
Tang Kai, question to Tang Kai, do you have anything you want to say to the fans in Qatar?
我想说，我很荣幸来到这个国家比赛，这个国家非常漂亮，我也很荣幸来到这里代表中国去展示自己，就是让更多人知道我、了解我，让更多人了解这项运动。我是代表中国来到这里比赛，谢谢。
First of all, I'm so honored to be here to fight in front of such a beautiful people in Qatar. And secondly, I want to say I'm so honored to representing China to be here and just show how good I'm a martial arts, and also just want people to know me better and also know the martial arts better.
Abdullah Zaid from breakyourface.com. Chatri, congratulations, successful card. Just a couple of questions. I'd love to know where Mahmoud learned how to speak Chinese. We'll get to that after. Tang Kai, the yellow cards that were handed out. Any thoughts on that? Do you agree, disagree? Do you feel like you made up for it with the knockout?
这个问题是给你的，就是你在这场比赛拿了2张黄牌嘛，你有什么样的看法？就是你同意与否？
我觉得我很不同意这个裁判，因为我一直在压着他。虽然说这是2个高手对决，2个冠军之间的对决。我一直在压着他，我没有后退，他一直在后退，我一直在进攻，所以我不知道裁判为什么给我2张黄牌，我也在问裁判为什么，所以我不同意。
So, I disagree with the referee's decision to give me 2 yellow cards because I was pressuring him all the time, and this is a championship fight. 2 champions inside the cage, so we are doing a technical battle, but I was the one to pressure him a lot. He just refused to engage with me, so I disagree with the referee's decision to give me 2 yellow cards.
Thank you, sir, and congratulations. Chatri, now that Qatar is done, 166, wonderful event. What are your thoughts overall on the experience with Qatar being here? Have you thought about coming back?
Yeah, I mean, for sure. I love Qatar. It's one of my favorite countries in the world, and I've grown to love it over the last 6-7 years. Come here many trips, and obviously very grateful that Qatar is an investor owns a piece of one, and we have an outstanding partnership across the entire ecosystem of business and government in Qatar. So I predict that this is the beginning of big things to come, and we had a great turnout crowd for a first-time event in Qatar. In the Middle East, martial arts is not yet mainstream, right? It's just the very beginning, but the opportunity is massive here. So we're excited to play a small part in the martial arts revolution in Qatar.
And Anatoly Malkin making history today. What do you believe is the next move for him?
Yeah, I mean, there's no question Anatoly is the best heavyweight on the planet. I mean, the way he moves, obviously he's, a Russian national team wrestler, best of the best. But he hits like a truck. And even at middleweight, for someone to lose 25 kilos of muscle, it's just very, very hard and still maintain your strength and your power. And, but he looks sharp. I truly believe, I think he's 14-0 with 14 finishes, 100% finish rate. And I think 90% or 80% are in the first round. But if you look at the records of his opponents, these are the cumulative record of his opponents. These are killers, and he's just. I think he would steamroll any heavyweight in the world.
Did you think at all in the first round he might lose that? For a second, he got rocked by Dorito.
Oh, I didn't see that. He got rocked? Oh, I didn't see that.
I believe he was rocked, unless he stumbled. And I was excited in the moment. So.
Oh yeah, no, I think he tripped on his knee. I think, I don't know, I haven't checked, but I saw him pop his knee. I thought his knee buckled. That's what I thought. He fell backwards, but he didn't get hit. From my vantage point, I need to see the fight again.
Thank you, sir, and congratulations once again.
Thank you.
Satyendra Bhatta from Qatar Tribune. First of all, I would like to congratulate you on the grand success of this event. As you mentioned that it was very successful. Can you please give us some figures that how many people were inside the arena to watch the
I
games?
think it's about 90%. So I think the capacity is 12,000, Lucille. I'm not sure, but it was about 90%. I mean, you just visually can look, right?
So are you satisfied with this crowd, with this kind of crowd?
Yeah, every market when we first enter is always very challenging because, is it a sports market? Is it a martial arts market? When we first entered Japan, which is a martial arts market, it took a while, right, until we had a blowout success last month. So yeah, I was very surprised by the support of the Qataris, but there's tourists flying in from all over the world as well. So we're grateful for the support.
And what are your plans for Qatar? Can you give us some idea?
We're definitely coming back. I love the Middle East. I love Qatar, as I said, and I think there's a lot of potential here, and we have tremendous partners, win-win partners, and yeah, this is an incredible country.
Thank you.
I'm Mr. Chatri. I just wanted to ask, we have now UFC 300 coming up. Obviously, we're far away from 1-200. But is it possible we're seeing even better fights than UFC, such as possibly even bringing Demetrius Johnson back, maybe seeing a road tank super fight again?
You mean here in Qatar?
Just one FC in general.
Yeah, in general, like one of the most common questions that get asked is, would I ever agree to a one versus UFC champion versus champion? I would do it in a heartbeat. I truly believe we have the best champions on the planet, best athletes on the planet, best fighters across all disciplines.
Yeah, and just one more question. Obviously, Anatoly, huge, big performance, big win from him, 3 belts now. What do you see next for him? Do you see him possibly defending his middleweight, light heavyweight, or heavyweight belt?
I have no idea. I'm sure he's going to enjoy. He made a lot of money. He's going to go enjoy, have a nice vacation, and then we'll talk. I'm sure he will not be middleweight after the vacation, though. I just don't know how it's physically possible for someone to lose 25 kg, But I guess he's going to have his chocolate cake tonight.
Thank you.
Any more questions? Okay.
Another one for the Tang Kai, sorry. Who would you like to fight next? Now you've settled this rivalry with Stanley. Have you got another challenger you have your eye on?
唐凯，这个问题是给你的，就是你和丹乐的恩怨已经了结了，你对你下一场比赛的对手有没有什么想法？
I don't care any opponent. I'm ready. 我想说就是。不管对手是谁，还有我也可以混合规则，或者是卫冕，接下去卫冕或者托能还是谁，我都无所谓，我都可以，没问题。
I don't care who is the next opponent, whether it's Gary Tonin or it's mixed rules. As long as the company brings in front of me, I'm gonna just do it.
Are we going to China as well? Going to fight there?
你想在中国打比赛吗？
Yeah, I hope.
I definitely want to do that. I mean, Tang Kai, is a superstar. I think he's the best Chinese mixed martial artist on the planet. And, the last time he fought, his fight trended #1 in China on Douyin, Kuaishou, Weibo, and all the platforms. And the Chinese government came out with CCTV5 congratulating Tang Kai as the first male Chinese world champion in one championship. And when he came home, 10,000 fans were, I don't know if you've seen that clip, 10,000 fans cheering. And, for one championship and Tang Kai to trend #1, in a country of 1.3 billion people, it's significant. And I guarantee we trended, I didn't check the numbers yet, but I guarantee you his fight trended #1 in China again.
I guess you'd like to do a numbered event there maybe this year or next year.
Yeah, I mean, everything's, we are, as I said, a minimum of 61 events. I don't know how many events we've already thrown. It's March 1st, but every week, right? And big discussions going on in different countries around the world to host a one chapter event.
You think Tang Kai versus Gary Tonin then makes sense?
Yeah, that could be a fun fight, definitely. Let's see what happens. I mean, the featherweight division is stacked. Definitely one of the best pound for pound divisions in one championship.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Tang Kai.
Thank
We
you.
will have Anatoly next.
Thank you, my boss. Thank you, One Championship.